And so I see so many women, unfortunately men too, who have debilitating anxiety and depression. And so now you're making me think like in these people where we get their hormones optimized, I'm huge at insulin, I'm a big CRP. I really need to be trying to figure out where the trauma came from. And you said it can not only be traumatic, but non-traumatic. And so
Correct.
I'm now honestly, Dr. Gordon, like terrified as to what's going on with the world because if you really think about it, non-traumatic brain trauma, like it would be hard to say that a lot of people haven't experienced that if you're on social media, if you watch the news, if you know what I mean? Like we're just the hardest on ourselves. And so all this truth about like negative self-talk and meditation, mindfulness, all these things really is something that maybe should be brought to the forefront of not only medicine and education, but just education for people, right? Like, I'm big
Right.
on sleep and diet, but what you're telling me is kind of blowing my mind because I have patients I'm thinking about in my head right now that I know they have a pretty good lifestyle. I know I've cleaned up their gut. I know we've done a lot of these things. And so it just could be some inflammation in their brain that's causing a lot of these symptoms, mood symptoms, things like that.
Absolutely. Also, deficiency of pregnenolone. If you check the pregnenolone on every single one of your patients, you will start seeing a pattern between their lifestyle, meaning what exposures they've had, and their levels. I mean, I can predict, generally speaking, in a veteran coming into us. Just looking at their history, there's a paper they fill out that tells me, that they were exposed to blast, they shot this, they shot that, what they were exposed to. And then you find that their level of pregnenolone is so low, it directly correlates to their ability to sleep. And that's because of the effect on GABA. Another benefit of pregnenolone and how we've helped with dementia is that pregnenolone upregulates acetylcholine in four different major areas of the brain. And acetylcholine is what is the major focus for Alzheimer's, why they get the cognitive, because you lose the key neurotransmitter. So pregnenolone upregulates it, and there's a study that came out where 11.2 milligrams snorted into the nose causes immediately to have an increase in acetylcholine with clarity of the brain. And then we have certain peptides that upregulate the brain's functioning.
So can you
CMAX.
take us? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's something called CMAX or Inositol CMAX or ARA 290.